Welcome and thank you for joining me on my first ever video. My name's Alana and I will be recreating these nails today. So this is a very simple Christmas design with a deep French and the holly vines that go down the nail. I don't know who the original artist was for this video, but obviously I would credit them if I did know this. So using my practice hand, I got this hand from Glitter Planet. I will be using acrylic to create these nails today. So using my 100 and 180 file, I will be buffing the surface shine of these nails. As it is a practice hand, I don't need to do this, but I am doing it as an example. So now going in with my tips, so I'm just making sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall, as you always want to make sure that the tip does fit properly. You never want to go in with a smaller size. So the tips that I am using are the Glitter Planet Easy Stilettos, and they're the tips that I will be using. So I have sized up all of my tips and I am now going in with some nail glue and just sticking them down to the nail itself. So going on to the very tip of what would be the natural nail if it was a real human, and just making sure that that sticks down, and using my hands just to make sure those corners are fully stuck down. So now the tips are all sized up. These are the two powders that I was toying between. So we've got Send Nudes and Obsession by CJP. I did decide to go with Obsession as it was just a bit of a richer nude colour which matched the inspiration picture a bit better. And then going in with the CJP Ultra adhesive monomer and the CJP Big Boy brush, and you always want to make sure that you're using a monomer and powder system of the same brand. So first thing that I do is I go in with a bead at the blend of the natural nail and the tip, and then I'm just blending that down. Then I'll go in with another bead at the edge of the tip and blending that down to the very end. I'll then go in with a bead at the cuticle area and I'll just work that round so it is neat at the cuticle and it doesn't go onto the skin. As this nail was quite long, I have gone in with another bead just at the blend of the free edge bead and the cuticle bead. And I do go in with another bead at the apex area just to make that nail thickness a little bit better. As this was a practice hand, I haven't made these nails as thick as I would due to the length if it was a real client. So now I'm going into filing. So the first thing that I do is I file the sides of the nail to refine that shape. I then go down the middle section of the nail or the barrel of the nail to make sure that is nice and smooth. Then using the 180 side of the file, I'll go around the cuticle area as I don't want to use the 100 side as it is a little bit too harsh for around the skin. And then I'm just making sure that blends all nicely into with the rest of the nail. And then finally, I'll just go in and refine any of that shape. So now these are nice and filed, I will go in with a buffing block just to get out any of the deep scratches that the file has made. Ready for the nail art. And just before we do the nail art, I'm just going to use some solution and a lint-free wipe just to get rid of all of the dust of these nails. So for the nail art, I'm using the Bottle Green and Merlot from Urban Graffiti and Glacier from Licente, and then some alcohol. Using the Snow White from Urban Graffiti, I am just mapping out my French. I do like quite a deep smile line, so that is what I'm recreating here today. And then I will be using a cleanup brush for any mistakes that I do make with some alcohol. And then using the bottle from the brush just to finish off that French. The French design will be on this nail and the middle and ring finger. So now I'm just mapping out where I want the holly to go, and I'm just using this sweeping motion just to create that outline of where I'm going to go. And then I'm just creating this leaf Christmas tree type design down the nail, just making it sure it's really easy to recreate, and anyone can follow this at home. And then I'll just continue that down the whole nail and then onto the other nails as well. So I've cured these in the lamp for a full 60 seconds. I'm just wiping those down, and then I'm going in with a dotting tool and the Merlot colour, and then just creating the holly berries. And once I've done that on all of the nails, I'm going in again with the dotting tool and going on with the white and just adding a smaller dot inside those berries and then a few snowflake dots around the nail. I'm then going in with some matte top coat again from Urban Graffiti and top coating all of these nails before we're going on with the glitter. So these have now been cured in the lamp for a full 60 seconds, and I'm going back in with the Snow White, and I'm just creating some highlights on the tinsel or holly vine to then do the glitter. So just finishing these up now, and I am not curing these, and then I'm going on with the glacier glitter and just tipping that over the uncured gel, and then once it has gone on to all of the nails, I will put these into the lamp for a full cure. And just dusting these off now that they've had a full cure. The glitter did stick to the matte top coat a little bit, so I have gone in with some solution just to wipe those down. And these are the finished nails. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, bye.